MMDT 1051 class exercise on Restore Photography. The objectives or learning outcomes for this class exercise: to demonstrate the use of layers, to utilize the various selection tools, and remember there is no one correct selection tool to use, it really is about personal preference and what kind of composition you have to work with, to use the color and swatches panel to control color, incorporate color techniques, utilize the brush tools, utilize blending modes, filters, and/or effects, and to utilize image adjustment tools. Remember, you can use the image adjustment tools under the image menu and adjustments, or you can utilize adjustment layers. Your task. Photo restoration is the process of taking a bad image and making it better. There's nothing more satisfying than taking an old photo and restoring that image to its former glory. Photo restoration can be a lot of fun, but it can also be a very frustrating experience. The difference really between fun and frustration is knowledge of the Photoshop tools. Your challenge is to take a current photo, a current from today, and bring it to the past. Bring it to the past, over 80 to 90 years back. Unrestore a photo of your choice, but make sure it's a copyright-free image. My strong recommendation would be to use your own photography. Start with a high-quality image. Fade the image. Add rips. Add tears. Add dust and scratches. Add watermarks or sun damage. Whatever you want. However, do not over-exaggerate the effect. We want your photo to look like the example I have here. Make your image appear to really be a photo from 1910, 1920. The criteria. At a minimum, your image manipulation must be constructed utilizing the following tools or techniques in Photoshop. Of course, you need to use layers. You need to use layers effectively and efficiently. You need to incorporate color techniques and image adjustment tools. The wiser choice are image adjustment layers. And also look at the utilization of blending modes. Remember, those are located in the layer panel itself. Look at filters and effects. So you're demonstrating your Photoshop skills as well as your creativity. You will upload the original photo that you started with, that original photo from today, as well as your completed Photoshop file. So I'm looking for your original photo as a JPEG, and I'm looking for your completed result, your solution, as a Photoshop file. Both of those need to be submitted to the Dropbox. You will also share your before and after photo in discussions week 11 on Restore Photography. Do some research on this. There are a lot of great sources out there. I've included some in your lesson recordings. Make sure you watch those. Even though everything may not exactly apply, you're going to learn some tips and tricks that will be very, very helpful. I think the key here is to not over-exaggerate this effect. Number one, the pictures back in the day were not absolutely crisp. Okay, so remember that. Some of the photos in the day had a really cool white border around them. I would suggest looking at that. Also, look at the lighting. You might have to go back and research some of these old photos. Look at what those cameras were capable of. It's not what our cameras are capable of today. Look at depth of field. Look at focus. Look at lighting. So this really is a mixture in a study of both photography and in Photoshop. So I want to be able to open up your Photoshop image and say, yeah, that really does look like it's from 1920. Okay? And that might include some alterations like taking out specific numbers or brands, or taking out some of the modern day things. It's a good idea to find a photo that's generic enough that it could have been taken back in 1920. Have fun with this. Good luck. I'm excited to see the results.